Hey there, scholarly gamers. Today we're going to be talking about Watch Dogs Legion. Now, yes, if you recall, Matt had reviewed this back in October. He thoroughly enjoyed the game, stating that it just seemed to be the perfect evolution of the series. Of course, Watch Dogs Legion being the third in the series of Watch Dogs games, and I definitely have to agree with Matt. It's been um, you know, it's a really interesting game, just as far as how much it has kind of evolved from the first two iterations. And definitely, if you're going to be playing on PC, you're gonna, you can get by with some, lower specs. But if you want to get all that ray tracing goodness, then yes, you definitely need a quite a beefy PC. Now, with that being said, what we're going to be talking about today is the Watch Dogs Legion online mode, which will be coming to you. I believe it's March 3rd is when it will go live. Now, at Scholarly Gamers, we were fortunate enough to actually get our hands on with the online mode quite early. And so it was me that was I went ahead and fired myself in to give it a try, and what a blast it was! It was had so much fun that evening. But anyway, let me just kind of break down what's going on and what the deal is with the online mode. So the Watch Dogs Legion online mode is available as a free update, right? And so the online mode is going to bring tailored cooperative gameplay, PvP modes, and quite a few other surprises down the road. Basically, you need to build a new DedSec team and explore a full city with your friends. Now, of course, as you can see, it's kind of letterboxed, and that's because I play at ultra wide, 3440 by 1440 on my PC. So rather than render or make this whole video in widescreen, um, I've just decided to go this route. So apologies if it's showing up a bit strange for you. But so anyway, when you first want to get into online mode, you need to do an onboarding mission, right? So you'll go to London Free Roam. You'll see it in the online section of the menu of the game. And sure enough, you're given a very brief mission where you'll need to recruit a member of DedSec, and then you're going to go out and just perform this short onboard mission. This is me actually right now, just in the process of doing it, and as you can tell, I haven't played enough Watch Dogs Legion. Honestly, I own the game, I've got it, and I just haven't quite got around to really getting my teeth stuck into it. Due to other things that have been going on. But I definitely will. I can tell that it's a game that I'm really gonna enjoy, and the playing the online mode really made me enjoy it so much more. But so right, let's get into the actual online modes itself. Once you've completed the onboard mission, then you can actually go out, invite your friends, and do things, right? So what you've got in the open world co-op, right, is you can explore the full city of London in up to four-player co-op. You find out how your DedSec recruits can complement those of your friends and create the ultimate co-op team together. And this is where it gets really interesting. If you've played Watch Dogs Legion, you know that sometimes you might have to change your loadout, change the abilities that your character has, or you might even need to choose a completely different operative. Whether that's like my character here, who's an Albion employee, so he can actually walk through certain areas. You can't get too close to enemies, but for the most part, you can get access to areas that other characters cannot. Same if you're, you go as a doctor, you can get into the hospital sections and whatnot. So it's quite interesting, the online dynamic, how it changes the game itself, because you're going to try your best to complement each other, bring different skills, different weapons, different abilities, all to the table. So with that in mind, when we were playing the group, I was playing with during this preview, we didn't really put much thought into it. We kind of just chose what we liked, and just kind of got stuck in and had a lot of fun. The way that it works with co-op, once you've started, you go choose a mission. It's really, quite interesting how once you've completed that mission, it'll just auto queue the next one. Now, at least during this early build, that's the way it worked. I don't know if the final release will be the same. But that way, it just kind of gave you this non-stop fun where, here you go, you've got a mission, you do it, maybe not instantly because, well, as you can see here, we've got a man down, but once you've finished, then a new mission will just, randomly queue up for you, and you're like, oh, okay, right, oh, we need to go over there. And it can lead to some quite interesting situations where, you might end up having that loadout and everything, your operatives chosen brilliantly for the mission you were doing, quite likely through trial and error, failing over and over again. And then find that for your next mission, oh, look, I need to go change my operatives yet again. So just something to be mindful of. So, that's really the co-op in a nutshell. It's really quite fun what you're doing, and the reason that you want to be doing online co-op is, of course, you're earning influence. So when you complete these missions, you're earning influence, which then allows you to purchase, skins, abilities, upgrade your skill path and whatnot. So quite a good system there. There is a reason to play online co-op. There's gonna be little challenges. I think there's weekly challenges, probably daily challenges. Again, I was playing an early build, so I don't know the full details. But looking at the roadmap of the of Watch Dogs Legion on the website at Ubisoft, you can see that it's going to become, even so it's a game that was released in its entirety, a full game. It looks quite interesting for the post-release. They've got a nice roadmap laid out. There is going to be additional content, additional challenges and whatnot. So yeah, it looks really quite interesting. So right, we played on open world co-op for quite some time, and then we got stuck into the next mode, which was Spiderbot Arena. So this is basically, it's just PvP, right? You clash as Spiderbots, hack other players, and it was just such a blast. Now, as you'll see once we get the gameplay here, it's not really one of my strong points, if we're honest. It was fun nonetheless, but definitely not my strongest type of game mode. But basically, as you can see here, you're pitting your armed Spiderbot, and according to the notes, now even so, it was only 4 of us playing here. From what I can see from the website, is that they're saying that you're going to be basically be able to do Spiderbot Arena against up to 8 opponents in this free-for-all Spiderbot Arena. And then there's going to be another, or hack other players in a classic invasion and try to hide while they hunt you. So it looks like there is going to be multiple game modes in Spiderbot Arena. Again, we just had the access to the free-for-all, and it was quite interesting. As you can see here, you're just jumping about, shooting each other, but there is weapons, in these little kind of loot boxes, or loot box isn't the right word, but see, like there, boom, get an item, and now this gives you a different type of weapon. Some of them are just, instant one shot, one kill type of situation, whilst others, might be homing missiles or a Gatling gun or a laser beam. So it's really quite interesting. You're just trying to jump around, shoot everyone best you can, maybe pick up a health, pick me up, if you can make it to it, and likewise you can interact with your environment to change things about. So Spiderbot Arena was, again, a lot of fun. As you can see, definitely not necessarily my cup of tea, or rather, maybe it's just because I'm getting old. These kind of Twitch shooters can be quite challenging, but it was definitely fun. And you might ask yourself, well, okay, if this isn't, for me, why am I going to be doing this? Well, again, this is going to have, challenges and rewards, so there is going to be motivation for you to compete in the Spiderbot Arena. Now, whether or not there's going to be leaderboards and leagues, that's something that's, this is just mere speculation on my part. But I think there's some interesting room to to do something quite cool there. You know what I mean? And maybe have some type of league going on. But anyway, the third mode, once we'd played around with this for quite a while, the third mode we went into was Tactical Ops. Now, Tactical Ops, this is where, you know, it gets a little bit more hardcore. If you think of the co-op mode itself, you know, as just a bit of fun, you're doing missions, you know, there's like a mission playlist. Tactical Ops is now taking things to the next level. This is dedicated cooperative missions that absolutely demand teamwork. As Ubisoft says, they're a cut above normal cooperative missions. Tactical Ops are longer, they're more demanding, they require 4 players, and you're going to have to communicate constantly. They're almost like mini raids. If you've ever played any type of other game that involves, you know, these types of kind of extremely difficult challenges. The way the Tactical Ops are set up, as you can see, there's 5 missions to do. And so we'd only played, I think, through the first 3. And it took us quite a while. They were definitely quite difficult. You know, and you can tell, or rather, difficulty does increase as you get further in. You know, like, so mission 1, right, was a certain degree of difficulty. You know, we got through that, and then the second one, again, just slightly more difficult. But very, very, you know, they were a lot of fun. The situations and the scenarios were quite unique. And you really had to think, you know, you couldn't just go in guns blazing. We did that. I think, was it on this mission? No, it was either, I think it was maybe the second or the third mission, you know, that we just kind of got stuck in, charged in, and yeah, just immediately wiped. And so we had to kind of sit back and think about, right, okay, what are we going to do? How is this going to, you know, all pan out? But the Tactical Ops, you know, a lot of fun. As far as the rewards for that, I'm sorry, I can't remember off the top of my head what kind of rewards Tactical Ops were offering, but I know they'll be, you know, fairly high tiers, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, there'll be massive amounts of influence, I would imagine, and probably, you know, whether it's helmets or skins, maybe even, I don't know, operatives that will be unique to Tactical Ops, you know, only via rewards. So again, there's quite motivation. You know, there's good reasons there to motivate you to want to be doing Tactical Ops, because yeah, they were just, like I said, as you can see here, like actually having to try to scan, you know, do some recon, figure out, okay, where are we going to go, what are we going to do. This first mission was great. You know, was what we had to do is download these credentials, right? And as you can see, it says in the top corner, simultaneously from both locations. So our team of 4 had to break into 2 teams of 2, and we had to coordinate, right? So we're basically trying to get in there, and then once we get to the terminal, you know, we had to actually do a countdown. We're like, okay, right, we're in place. I think the other guys had got there first. So me and my partner, we were like, okay, right, you know, hold on, we're not there yet. And then once we did finally get to the terminal, you know, then we did a countdown together and downloaded the credentials, and then we did that, and oh, look, now it was time to go somewhere else. It was just a lot of fun. You know, as someone that hasn't played through the main campaign yet, it's difficult for me to compare, but I've enjoyed it so much during this early access that I had to the online mode that, you know, it's motivated me. I want to play through the campaign. I want to do all this stuff. You know, which again, it's not a prerequisite. You don't have to play through the main game and enjoy the online mode. But yeah, I think it's going to be great. It's going to be really, really interesting. Now, of course, you know, with the online modes, there's going to be, as I said before, all these different challenges. And keep in mind too, with the season pass, you know, for year 1, they do have plans. You know, there's Watch Dogs Legion Bloodline. There's new hero characters coming out. You know, Aiden Pierce, Wrench, Mina, Darcy. There's going to be new DedSec missions. Guardian Protocol, Swipe Right, Not in Our Name. Yeah, there's a lot happening in Watch Dogs Legion. It's, as Matt said in his review, it's clearly the best of the Watch Dog games so far. And if you're playing on, the next gen consoles, it looks amazing. It looks good on base consoles as well. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to sell them short, but honestly, on next gen, looks fantastic. And if you're lucky enough, well, I say lucky, if you've managed to fight through the scalpers and the out of stocks and snag yourself a brand new RTX 3000 series card. Oh wow, it does look. I mean, you can see here the reflections, which are all being done via ray tracing, and it's just a fantastic looking game. But yeah, so hey, it should be going live March 3rd. Definitely, if you own Watch Dogs Legion, check it out. It's a free update. And maybe, once you start seeing some gameplay, if you don't own Watch Dogs Legion, this might just push you, nudge you towards maybe diving right in, because again, I'm someone that has both the first and the second game, and whilst they were good, I felt that they kind of missed the mark in many ways and could have been a lot better. And Watch Dogs Legion has really, they've really kind of upped their game. So anyway, hey, thanks for watching, Scholarly Gamers. We appreciate it. Make sure to check out our website, and hey, we'll catch you later.